Nice, the sun's just setting over there. It's nice, it's got that nice haze around it. Here we go, it's a better view. Ta-da! Blinding. Let's just hope those clouds don't drift towards my house and just open up. So I want to go for a bit of a ride. Best conditions for it as well. Lovely conditions, nice and dry. Not too cold, not too hot. Brilliant. After all the rain and shit that we've had this so far over the last few days, I thought I'd have no chance for at least a week and a half. So very grateful that literally even right this second I'm on my bike. Very grateful for that. Excited. I've not ridden for a few days, so this is like so exciting. Everyone who's got a bike knows what I mean, or sports car. You know, when you can't use it because, I don't know, say it's in the garage, like being worked on, and you can't drive it or ride it, like it's almost like separation anxiety, but you get the separation, like the anxiety element from not being able to ride. So that's how it makes me feel anyway. I do know I'm a bit weird, so you know, that's also fine. Don't really care. Man, that sun looks cool, but I can't see anything. Oh, there we go, that's better, I can see now. Brilliant. Now I can't see again. Bollocks. Oh well. I kind of know. Oh, there we go. Blinding. Literally blinding me. My redness. Ah. Get a bit of UV protection on, mate. Hey. Right, I'll turn it back on when I find these roads. Bingo, 20 points. Dead bird. I knew it was around one of these big corners. I'm a fucking genius. Well, not, but anyway, I found the road, so I'm in my element now. I wanted to come at around this time, so it's absolutely perfect. It's worked out great. So I just need to remember the sequence where I rode. So visually it will come back. I'm a very visual person, so I'll remember silly little things like, oh, that's where I made that pedo joke. Like, here, this is where I made the pedo joke. And then I realised there was a fucking school there. I was like, oh, I ain't gonna stop. So yeah. So, you know, I remember little things like that. And there was a van parked up here that I overtook and then turned right. So, yeah, I think I know, but I just doubt myself a lot. Like, because I know my memory is not the most reliable thing in the world these days. So, last thing I want to do is not go the correct way. or get muddled up, where I think I'm further along than I was, or earlier than I was, you know, which has happened before, hence why I'm worried about it happening. Not worried about breaking down or anything like that, because I've got full cover. So, you know, I'm not worried about breaking down or anything. Full cover. That's what we like. Got everything. Just tick all the boxes, get it done. Because the last thing you want, and I've been here before, is you know, you're in a shit situation and you need recovering or you need help, right? Something happens, like for instance when my clutch cable snapped, right? I was quite far away from home. I was about 60 miles away from home, just on a leisure ride, and I just kept going and going and going and going. So, you know, I ended up getting so far away from home. But I called up, I can't even remember the name of the company. I really can't remember the name of the company, but they were shit anyway. They scammed me. But what happened was, so clutch cable snapped. I pulled over, got it to a safe place. Called up my cover people, the company who I took cover out with, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got your account. I was like, okay, great. When can you get out? Like, my clutch cable snaps, so either fix it or just take me home. And the guy on the phone went, huh. I went, oh, fuck's sake. Whenever someone makes certain noises, it's never a fucking good thing, especially when you're talking about stuff like this. And he went, oh, you're not covered. I went, what do you mean? Like, the payment's not due for like another like 20 days. I've literally just made a payment a week ago, and I've ticked all the boxes on my membership, so so no matter what situation I'm in, I'm covered. I know that from the documents. And he went, no, it's a problem with the age of the vehicle, because it's over 20 years old. You're not covered. And yeah, I know the bike's over 20 years old. Like, you ask for the year of manufacture. Like, I don't get your angle here. Like, you're not making any sense to me, David. So yeah, it turns out that their policies, they don't cover vehicles over 20 years old. And I said, look, you know, you've effectively then stole like 4 months worth of my money. I was like, so it's not the money, it's the principle, which is true, it's not for me. Like, if it's like 100 million grand, then yeah, okay, maybe it's a bit about the money, but you know, it was like 30 quid. So I didn't have like a huge beam up on it, because, you know, that was like, I don't know, 2 months worth of wages or whatever. It was mainly the principle. Like, we made a deal, I signed a contract, they signed a contract, honour your contract. So I'm quite old fashioned like that, you know. And so they never did, and they never even replied to my email when I made a complaint. Absolute bastard. So I'm actually, when I get home, I'm gonna pull over in a second. I'm actually gonna remind myself to follow that up, because it's been like 4 months, 5 months. So I just want to see what excuse they have, actually. Like, just in all honesty, I want to see what excuse they have. And as well, yeah, now I'm remembering it, they're absolute cunts, because, you know, because of them, I had to privately pay, you know, like a man in a van, but for motorbike transport. I had to pay him to come and get me and take me home. It cost me like fucking 150 quid. And I didn't ask for all that money back. I just said, look, as a gesture of goodwill, because you fucked me over, you know, would you be willing to contribute anything, I'll leave it up to you to decide. So I'm not contacting them demanding, oh, you must pay me. No, I said, look, here's the situation. Would you consider helping me out with what you want to, as a gesture of goodwill, because you fucked me over? Nothing. I mean, look, if they gave me you know, if they gave me a fucking fiver, I'd be like, well, thank you very much, you gave it some thought, I really appreciate that. And I genuinely would. Like I said, it's the principle, not the money. So yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna email them quick and I'll get back on the road.